Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a bunch of interesting decisions and things DICE has been doing during Season 2, including a $50 skin, a feedback survey that only has 5,000 possible submissions in a game that millions of people bought, and some brand new information regarding what DICE did exactly to the recoil in Battlefield 6 Season 2. So let's jump into things. If you enjoy the content, be sure to hit the sub button, hit the like button, and of course, thank you guys so much for watching all the videos and all the streams. Can't lie, game's already getting kind of rough because one map at the start of the season just isn't going to cut it, but that's not what this video is about. The first thing we're going to talk about is the $50 skin. Or is it a $50 skin? There is a little bit of a complication. So this is the skin. It's for the engineer class, and this is a skin in collaboration with 511 Tactical. It is a website, and apparently if you spend $50 on that website, you get the skin. Now, if you already used this website to buy things that you want, it might not be that big of a deal. Like, oh yeah, I was going to spend 50 bucks on that website anyway, so I might as well just get this BF6 skin. But for the people that have no use of the products that are being sold on this website, getting the skin is probably going to be impossible. I haven't seen any commentary about them making it more accessible. But I think the funniest thing about this entire situation is that the community has been asking for more grounded and realistic, military style skins for a long time. And as soon as they put one of these in the game, of course it isn't in the shop or it isn't unlockable. You have to go to a website that you might not even want to go to in order to get it. But also, I'm not going to act like this is the complete end of the world. It isn't like they put this specific skin in the in-game store for $50. So it's not really that big of a deal. I just thought it would be funny to cover it in a video. Now, the next thing certainly isn't funny, and it is the fact that a brand new community survey for Battlefield 6 Season 2 was apparently sent out, and this survey only had 5,000 available response slots open. So if you wanted to participate in giving feedback for Season 2, you would have had to found this link to the survey extremely quickly. Out of curiosity, I just did a quick Google search to see how many copies Battlefield 6 has sold, and apparently it is estimated to have sold 20 million copies globally, and the survey only had 5,000 response slots. Obviously, not all of the 20 million people that bought the game are going to even participate in a survey, even if they had the opportunity to, so let's just say 200,000 people wanted to participate in this survey, which, if I had to guess, that is probably somewhere close to the 24-hour peak of Battlefield 6 right now if you combine all console and PC players across the world. But even if it was only 200,000 people that were interested in participating, only allowing 5,000 people to submit feedback is only 2.5% of the potential amount of people you could have pulled. So, I don't know, something about having a limit to the amount of feedback that could be submitted just rubs me the wrong way, because it was essentially just down to whoever saw the link first, and of course that has potential to skew the data and representation anyway. But who knows? Do they even listen to these surveys? I am not sure. Probably not. Now, moving on to some developer comments surrounding the Season 2 recoil fix or change that actually happened. They made the recoil, quote, more consistent, but players playing the game have had some doubts as to whether or not they actually did improve the recoil feel. From my own personal experience, it definitely feels better, but there is something I cannot put my finger on. There is something weird and underlying that makes shooting in this game feel worse than previous titles. The tweet that Florian, or Drunksy, responded to on Twitter is a video trying to figure out exactly what this is, and Florian said, "This is fixed. What you are experiencing is just the horizontal recoil of the weapon moving your weapon against your mouse movement. Some weapons have a lot of horizontal recoil that will feel more or less severe. I can guarantee you the way it behaves now is comparable to BF5, BF1, and BF4. I've spent hours and hours comparing with Kovac's sensitivity matcher and creating test cases that had consistent horizontal recoil for every shot, and the results were 1-to-1 after the fix. If you're expecting recoil to not impact your aim at all, we would have to not consume recoil, which would basically make all weapons feel completely different and very easy to handle all of a sudden, as it'd give a similar effect to reducing recoil." So there's a lot to break down here. Basically, there was a recoil mechanic in the game that Drunksy said DICE fixed, and the way this recoil mechanic worked was it essentially had recoil affect your aiming sensitivity to a certain extent. Based on the direction of your weapon's recoil pattern, there would be resistance on one side and acceleration of your aim on the other side. As far as I can tell, Drunksy is right, and that particular interaction isn't in the game anymore. However, I do still feel like there is something I cannot figure out that is making this game's gunplay feel a little bit different than previous titles. If you go back and look at a game like Battlefield 3 or even Battlefield 4, you would see that Battlefield 3 and 4 had horizontally biased recoil patterns, so not just patterns that are straight up vertical, but patterns that bend to the left or right, just like they are in Battlefield 6. But if you shoot weapons in the older Battlefield titles, it doesn't feel like shooting the weapons in the modern Battlefield titles. There is something weird going on. Some explanations that I've seen people suggest is the fact that Battlefield 6 apparently doesn't have recoil smoothing. And if BF6 did have recoil smoothing, this interaction with the weird mouse feel while aiming wouldn't be in the game. I've also heard people say the mouse input in BF6 is messed up. I don't agree at all. That was the first thing that I checked going from 2042 to BF6, and I haven't complained about the way BF6 feels literally not even a single time when it comes to the mouse input, because there simply isn't a problem with it. So, I don't really know. Comment down below if you feel like there is something just a tad bit off about the way shooting in Battlefield 6 feels. I'll be interested to see your comments regarding that. And last but not least, a global community manager for Battlefield gave an update regarding the missing Season 2 Battle Pass and the EA app outage for compensation in Battlefield 6. He said that, quote, "All I can tell you is that the items have all been rolled out. There was a delay rollout for the XP boosters, which took several weeks to fix. But if you haven't received anything for Season 2, you were not eligible for that item. The job has been done, it just doesn't impact all players that thought they would be impacted." So that about does it. Just a little bit of a news roundup video for you guys. Comment down below what types of videos do you want to see coming up on the channel. In terms of how I'm feeling about Season 2 right now, I can't lie, it's a little bit boring already for me. I understand that playing a lot will expedite it becoming boring, but I really don't think even people that play this game infrequently are being carried over to the next season with this drip feed content release schedule that they have right now. So fingers crossed that the 3 in Season 3 stands for 3 maps. I highly doubt it, but you know, let's just hope for it. Fuck it. Inject the hopium, guys. Haha. So if you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the like button, hit the sub button, and swing by the streams. I stream every single day at twitch.tv/enders and on this YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.